Here is the story of Huggy, the tidy chihuahua, with the owner named Crissy. Huggy was a chihuahua with a coat the color of warm sand and a personality as big as her tiny body. Her owner, a kind woman named Crissy, adored her, and Huggy's favorite part of the day was playtime. Crissy had filled a wicker basket with all sorts of wonderful toys: a squeaky blue ball, a crinkly plush squirrel, a braided rope, and Huggy's absolute favorite, a worn-out, slightly tattered toy hedgehog named Sir Reginald. Playtime was a whirlwind of joyous chaos. Huggy would dive into the wicker basket, her little paws sending a cascade of toys onto the rug. The crinkly squirrel would be chased under the sofa, the squeaky ball would be bounced off the wall, and Sir Reginald would be carried triumphantly from room to room. When Huggy was finally tired, she would collapse in a fluffy heap, leaving a trail of toys scattered like colorful breadcrumbs across the living room floor. Crissy, with a patient smile, would always be the one to gather them up. She would sigh good-naturedly, "Oh, Huggy, look at this mess. Toys have a home, you know." As she spoke, she would carefully place each toy back into the wicker basket. Huggy would watch, her head tilted, but she didn't quite understand. To her, the toys were simply a part of the floor after playtime. One rainy Saturday, playtime was particularly exuberant. Huggy and Sir Reginald had an epic battle on the couch, which ended with Sir Reginald being launched onto the floor. The squeaky ball rolled under the television stand, and the crinkly squirrel was left half-eaten next to Huggy's food bowl. When Crissy went to clean up, she accidentally tripped over the braided rope. It was a minor stumble, but it was enough to make her drop the basket, sending all the other toys clattering to the ground. Crissy sat down with a weary sigh, rubbing her ankle. The look on her face was not one of anger, but of sadness and frustration. Huggy, who was watching from the comfort of her dog bed, felt a strange pang in her chest. She had never seen Crissy look so defeated. It was a feeling she didn't like. With a new sense of purpose, Huggy got up. The look on Crissy's face, a radiant smile replacing the earlier sadness, was all the reward Huggy needed. From that day on, a new tradition began. Playtime was still wild and free, but when it was over, Huggy took on her new responsibility with pride. She would systematically go from toy to toy, carefully returning each one to its proper home in the wicker basket. Sometimes, a particularly stubborn toy would require a few extra nudges, but Huggy never gave up.